they know that's Ay Quez. I'm rocking with DJ Astonish on the come up. Coalition DJs, y'all know what's going on.
Barely talk to niggas, it ain't about no money. Told her if we fucking can't be seen in public.
On the come up with the boy, the one and only Ay Quez. What you saying, my dog?
What's going on, bro? I appreciate you for having me, for sure.
Yo, man, you know what? Since I obviously we met through Coalition, and since I, I've heard your stuff, man. I've been on it, man. Like that. I mean, I've met you at the right time with this project dropping, man, because I heard this album and I was just like, it gave me that same feeling when I first heard the likes of like J. Cole and Kendrick. It was like it's a project. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's got every element of identity in there. So, yo, man, first off, I just want to know a bit about you, man. So where do you originally come from then, man, in the stateside, man?
So I'm from Rockford, Illinois. It's about 90 miles east of Chicago. Kind of a smaller city, but I'm from Illinois. I'm a Midwest guy.
Yo, man, so what's it like Southside then, dog? What's it like? What nature? Culture?
Bro, growing up on the South, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, man.
Okay. Bro, growing up on the South, man, I got a chance to see all type of facets of life. You know what I'm saying? From the struggle to, to people that's street rich to all types of everything. You know what I'm saying? My parents raised me to be multi-dimensional. I got a chance to travel a lot when I was a shorty. But just growing up on the South, man, you got that hard-nosed kind of upbringing where it's like I say, it's kind of cliche, but if I can make it, anybody can make it. That's where I got a chance to see a lot at a young age. So as when you listen to my music, you can probably hear a little bit of it in my music because I just try to put my music what I grew up on. You know what I'm saying? What the odds we faced growing up and everything that we had to endure at a young age. You know what I mean? So it was definitely a uphill battle growing up, but obviously, you know what I'm saying, we in the position we in today.
Yo, man, for real, man. So when did rapping start for you, man? When did you start spitting bars?
Man, rapping is crazy because rapping really just started like in 2018. Like I was fresh out of college. I was playing college football. I had my life planned out. I was gonna make it to the NFL, take care of the family. Usually how it go. And then one thing led to another. Some of the homies was like, bro, you ever thought about rapping? You know what I'm saying? I feel like you got the image. Your lifestyle kind of goes into that path or whatever case may be. I think it'd be cool for you to hop in the booth. So I took it upon myself to go in the studio and lay down a couple tracks. I got a chance to record like one or two. I'm sending to some homies or whatever. And then one thing led to another. We're here now doing this interview. You know what I'm saying? So I started literally like May of 2018. I started rapping.
Wow. So when you actually started putting shit out, was you like, yo, man, I'm actually going to, this is going to fucking take, I'm going to be doing fucking interviews in the UK. Like, was that in the vision?
No, it wasn't in the vision, but I knew it was coming though, because one thing about me is like, whenever I'm really like honed into something and I'm putting all my effort into it, I'm expecting the best. I'm always entertaining the best case scenario. You know what I'm saying? I'm never entertaining like, what if this don't work? Because once you put that in your mind, that shit ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is like, I want to get all these interviews. I want to be on a big platform. I'm thinking like everybody gonna want to interview me one day. You know what I'm saying? Soon. So I always entertain that. And obviously starting off, that wasn't like the goal. You know what I'm saying? The goal is just to get the music out. I want to be the best at what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? And then during that process, I know that it's gonna be some interviews and it's just gonna be everybody gonna get onto the music, and whether it's ASAP, like, or it's gonna take a little bit of time, I was all for it.
Yo, man. Well, man, it's happening, man. So tell me about this project then, man. What was it about for you, man, getting this joint out there?
Bro, this project, I've been working on this project since like the beginning of April. And it was one of those things where I was like, I wanted to make sure it was no skips on this project. And at first I wanted it was gonna be an EP, but I really couldn't decide on like 7 songs out of all these songs I done recorded. You know what I'm saying? I literally had to run through about like 46 songs to get 14. You know what I'm saying? And then to even try to break that down to another 6 songs, bro, it was damn near difficult, So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna put out a real true body of work, and I want everybody to understand like the work I put into this. You know what I'm saying? Whether they appreciate it or not, that ain't up for me. You know what I'm saying? I want to put this work out for the real listeners that's gonna hone into what I'm doing and support what I'm doing. And I think the authenticity that I'm bringing into the music game, it could be overlooked because it's a different kind of an era right now in the music game, in which I'm understanding. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said before, if it take a longer time to get on, I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm staying true to who I am at the end of the day. You know, I'm talking about where I'm from. I'm talking about overcoming challenges. I'm bringing more positivity more than anything into the music where we don't hear that as much. You know what I'm saying? But it's just who I am at the end of the day. And in the music, I want everybody who's listening to it to get that same feel.
Yo, well, you know, you said about it being, you know, like I say, staying real to it. You know, when I touched down and I said J. Cole and Kendrick, you know, not to compare, but what I mean by that is it's simply that what you mean is that true identity to your authenticity. You know what I'm saying? Like the music industry, there is a different market now, but but that doesn't mean that there isn't a market for you know what I mean? But like you say, it's that it's how long is it going to get there? So, you know, being true to what you're about, man, because, you know, I felt with this project, it was about, you know, it was hip hop, man. It was poetry at its finest. Do you know what I'm saying? It was, yeah, man, for real, man. It was like a story for me. I like a good story. Do you know what I mean? And I think, you know, you got that kind of like trap, you know, club bop on there. And then you got that real hip hop vibe and that swing, man. Tell me about you musically, man, your influences. Where does your influence come from? Like growing up listening to songs and shit.
I would honestly have to say one of my main influence came from my older cousin who was killed early a few years back when I was in high school. He rapped R.I.P. to Quarter Bird. Definitely I was influenced by him. He was like one of my role models growing up. I always wanted to be like him. I always wanted to be with him, you know. And then obviously as I began to rap, I kind of wanted to just, like I said, bring that authenticity and bring that realness back, in which he always spoke about being from where we from. And then if you can even go further into like the industry, I would say tap into Yo Gotti, you know, Meek Mill, you know, those type of like hard-nosed rappers, but it's still on some, you still got a little bit of style and a little bit of swag to it at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So I love Rick Ross storytelling. I love how he take you to another dimension on some rich shit. You know what I'm saying? But he still talk about the struggle as well. You know, it's not too far off from what we live in at the end of the day. And then I will even further on, and I got a chance to really listen to Jay-Z music as I matured as a man and as a person, and I started to appreciate what he was saying, because it hit home on so many issues and so many situations on me growing up as well. Just him being from Marcy Projects and me being from Rockford, Illinois, you know, we had so many similarities. You know what I'm saying? So I just tried to bring that same type of vibe, and that's what I was kind of inspired by, for sure.
You know, coming into this music game and that, when did you be like, yo, like what made it actually say, you know, I'm gonna fuck off the sport? Because I know you was good at it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah. You know, you have potential. So to turn that career down, like, because surely, you know, we know what it's like when you have a dream and ambition, and all you can do is visualize that, and then people around you are like, you know, in your social circle or whatever, don't see that, but they can see other potentials in other areas. You know, they're pursuing you to do what's in front of you. So right. Did you have a lot of how can I put it, like conflict, like, I don't know, whether parents, you know what I mean, spouses or whatever, taking that transition?
I wouldn't say I had a lot of conflict. For the most part, I embraced whatever differences or whatever that was thrown my way. You know, I try to embrace it as much as possible and it just take it head on. You know what I'm saying? So I can't say that I had, obviously we had the stresses of my environment, you know, and the things that's pulling me this way or pulling me that way, you know, that was easy to get into. But as far as anything else, man, I just embraced it, man. And I just used it as more motivation to do what I had to do. You know what I mean? So I would say that's the main thing. I got my partners who doing this and that, and I got other people who doing this and that, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I had to make it my own decision to forego what I'm chasing. I had to really chase my dreams, and there was a lot of sacrificing. So that's another step that another hurdle that you got to jump. There's a lot of sacrifice you got to do in order to reach this level. You know what I'm saying?
So how have you got connected in the industry then, man? From coming from sports to actually, you know, meeting people in the game and that, like, how has that connection come about?
So my best friend, my brother, Fred VanVleet, who plays for the Toronto Raptors, the point guard for the Toronto Raptors, I actually do his marketing. But us growing up, and obviously him making it to the pros, I'm using the relationships I'm finding through him. You know what I mean? And then just me meeting other people in the industry, or just me having that charismatic attitude about a lot of things. I'm always open to meeting different people. And next thing you know, this person know this person, and this person know this person. You know what I'm saying? So I'm taking these relationships and I'm just piggybacking off of it as, you know what I'm saying, as I should, you know, and I think that's what a lot of people need to do at the end of the day. You know, open your mouth, ask, you know what I'm saying? So that's one of the things that I'm doing right now. It's just kind of as I'm going along with the music career outside of football, just taking the relationships and running with it. You know what I'm saying? Nurturing those relationships, you know, checking on people and whatever else I got to do to make it, you know what I'm saying? And I'm being just real, just being transparent with everybody on what it is I want to do and what I want to accomplish.
Well, what would you say that isn't working for you right now that you think like, oh shit, this needs to like work more? Like, what have you got any like frustrations and like right now where you're at musically?
Yeah, I would say I got some frustrations for sure. Just being one of those guys where it's like, where I'm from, we never had nobody make it big in the music. You know what I'm saying? And then we right by Chicago, so we very, very, very overlooked. We got a lot of talent in the city. You know what I'm saying? And it's to that point right now where it's like, I'm so close at the door. You know what I'm saying? Where I can really just, I want to knock the door down so it bring a light just not on me, but my whole city. Like I said, I'm big on giving back. So I would love for just music people to just start coming back to Rockford. You know what I'm saying? And just go a little bit further than Chicago, you know, but just us being right by Chicago, we get overlooked a lot of the time. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's one of the main frustrations is really just like, I know it's here, you know what I'm saying? But I just got to really just knock the door down, just keep being consistent and just keep putting out good bodies of work, keep putting out singles. That's what I've been doing. Like even over the whole pandemic, man, I was just putting out video after video after video and just trying to just keep my face in the media. You know what I'm saying? But that's one of the main frustrations right now is just the getting overlooked part. That's just been my story the whole time, like even with football.
Yo, I hear you, man. That underdog.
That underdog, you know what I'm saying? And then I just use that shit, bro. For real.
For real, man. Well, you know, talking about obviously the project, man, are you going to be pushing any more visuals from that joint?
Yeah, I actually got I got like 3 more videos that I got like on tuck that's already done. So it's 14 tracks. Well, it's really 13 tracks for the interlude. I wanted to do at least like 5 to 6 videos for it, you know. The Barely track, I've been getting a bunch of comments on the Barely track. Obviously, that's a club vibe, club banger.
Yo,
want to shoot that.
You know, that's actually getting spin on my show this week. I've added it to the playlist, man. Funny enough.
Oh yeah, appreciate that.
Seriously. Yeah, so it's funny you said that, man, because I'm like, yo, this shit's bopping, man. So yeah, that's funny you say that. As 100% as a DJ, I can say that now. And you know, out here in the UK, that's definitely a sound. So yeah, man, that shit's popping.
Yeah,
man.
I'm gonna have to get out there to the UK for sure.
Yo, you know this, man. You know, talking about, you know, getting it out, man. How often do you go out and do shows?
It's been probably about a good. No, actually, I just did a show. I opened up for Lil Zay Osama, who's an artist out of Chicago that got a big buzz. I just had a show there during the summer. So it's been like 3-4 months since I did a show. But I've been doing shows like on a consistent basis, at least like once every month or something like that. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the things that I would really like to do more of, you know, get more bookings and stuff like that. Like I'm doing all that. At the end of the day, bro, I'm really doing all this shit by myself. Obviously, I got my partners with me and stuff like that. But as far as I need to like build like a real team around me that can do bookings and everything as such. But right now, we just doing it every day. We trying to do more and more every day.
Yo, hustling, man.
That's a fact.
Yo, for real. You know, in terms of like, you know, like you say, you're building it yourself, man. Like, would it take for you to sign to a label?
So with the label situation, I get this question a lot, and different situations is better for different people. Obviously, you know, if it's the best situation for me, then obviously I entertain it. You know what I'm saying? But I think that's one of those questions where it's like once the opportunity presents itself to me, then I can have a little better clear cut answer for that. You know, it just gotta fit at the end of the day. I'm a big person on vibes. And obviously right now the independent is killing like the label. You know what I mean?
For real,
so
man.
It's like like if it benefits me and my family, then we'll entertain it. You know what I'm saying? But as of right now, it's just like gotta keep going. You know what I'm saying?
Where are you at in terms of like your like masters and shit? Like, do you own your shit?
Yeah, I own my shit.
Yeah, your shit. Yeah,
I own everything. I write my own shit. I do everything by myself.
Yo, man, how does it come about you getting your beats then, man? Do you have like a producer? Do you just like look out for different producers and fuck with them?
I look out. I fuck with a various producers, with a lot of producers. I've been trying to lock in with like one main producer as of lately, just to kind of hone into my sound. But I've got a chance to work with Boy Wonder, who's a legendary producer. You know what I'm saying? So he's like my dog. I can FaceTime him, talk to him any day. It's a few dope producers. I don't leave nobody out, but Othello, me and him gaining a relationship as of lately. DJ Kale, who's down in Louisiana, who messing with my guy Joe Sky. He's a dope producer. Man, I've been getting all type of beats, but I just try to link up with as many guys as possible just to keep building. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of those guys who's open to work with anybody for real, as long as it makes sense.
Yo, for real, man. So where does that leave you in terms of like features then, man? Like, you know, what does it take you say work with people, like doing a track with people, man? Like, have you got anything lined up, anything that we hadn't heard of?
Actually, we got a few things lined up. I don't want to speak too much on a lot of things, like it to happen at the end of the day. As you see on the last project, I got a chance to get the feature from Doughboy, which is a big feature. He got a project out soon. I got a chance to link up with Derez Deshawn. We got some more stuff coming out. Man, I got some big things on the way, obviously, and then just people reaching out to me for features, and that's super dope. You know, and it's got to the point now where I'm charging for features to get on other people's songs too. So that's super dope to me.
Yo, man. Speaking about, you know, so features then, man. How did the Doughboy feature happen? How did that come about?
It's so crazy because I just took a leap of faith, and I just DM'd them like, bro, what's up? How much for a feature? Serious inquiry. You know what I'm saying? I know you probably get people that hit you up every day about a feature that they don't even really be like meaning that shit. So I just hit him up, and he hit me back with a price. And I'm like, shit, what's your cash app or your Zelle? I'll send it over right now. And so we just got to it, and he like, it's so crazy. So I'm finna head to the studio right now. I'm gonna knock that track out for you, that verse out for you. So he sent it back. He's like, man, this shit's crazy. He like, listen, when you drop this, let me know. You know what I'm saying? He like, I'm fucking with it for sure. So I sent it to him, and then we just went like that. It was just a DM. That's it.
Yo, you know, I like it when I hear about people making serious business, you know, because, you know, there is a lot of people that like mess about in the game, man. But, you know, when you got those people and, you know, they're like, yo, I ain't fucking about, I want shit done yesterday, then, yo, man, it's like, you know, you got something.
Yeah. I like serious business. If we ain't talking business, then ain't no reason for us to really talk. You know what I'm saying? I'm open to conversation, but at the end of the day, man, I'm really about business, man. What we doing?
Yo, man, you want to know where you're going, innit, man? You want to know you're going somewhere, man.
Yeah. It got to make sense too.
Yo, for real, man. For real. So, yo, man, all right, better late than never, yeah?
Better late than never. I'm here.
Yo, go in depth, man. Explain to me the importance of that title.
So, better late than never, and I referenced to it in a few tracks. And this one is one of those things where I tried to tell people I don't live with no regret. You know what I'm saying? So, whether just how the music career came about, it was later on in my career, after football, this, that, and the third. And now it went further than I probably would have thought it was going to go. But it's like better late than never. I'm 27 years old. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if I don't do it now, then I might be like, damn, I should have, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to live with maybe I should have pursued it, or I should have did this or should have did that. But I don't want to live like that. So it's like, I'd rather somebody get into it later than never do it at all. That's why I say better late than never. And that's to tell people, man, go for what you want to do. Whether it's later or, you know what I'm saying? It's better late than never. You don't want to live with no regrets.
Serious, man. Your music, man, how important is it for you in terms of like people taking, what do you want people to take from, you know, your legacy that you leave behind?
I want people to understand, like, I did it my way. I didn't conform to what everybody else was doing to I guess say get on, or you know what I'm saying, get signed, or whatever the case may be. I did it my way. I did it how I want to do it. I did it with no lies attached, no none of that. Like, I did it how I grew up. You know what I'm saying? So what I want people to take from the music is he was very authentic. He was very transparent. He told the truth. Anybody that know me can vouch for whatever it is I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing that I've said that somebody can be like, that know me, be like, when did that happen? Or where was that? You know what I'm saying? I want everybody to understand, like, this is who I am. This is me. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what I want everybody to take from my music, and the legacy that I want to leave behind is like, man, he was very authentic. You know what I'm saying? And then I know when I listen to his music, it's gonna put me in a mind state of motivation to go get it. Never stop. It don't stop at all. You know what I'm saying? You got to go harder than ever before. And that's my main thing. I want to motivate the youth. I want to motivate everybody around me to go get better. And if it ain't for you, do it for your family.
Yo, man. You know, to be focused, yeah, like, you know, to say, I know what I want in my life, yeah, you have to go through shit, man, to like really understand, you know, what you don't want and what you do want. Like, man, what shit has, like, would you say, shaped you to have this like thought process?
Honestly, the things that have shaped me, bro, is the losses I've taken at a young age. I lost some people that was near and dear to me, that we had great relationships, killed to, whether it's gun violence. One of my closest cousins, almost my brother, drunk driver. It's just close people that's near and dear to me that I've lost, that really put you into a perspective, like, we only got one chance at this lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? At this life, we really got to we got to have fun at the end of the day, but go hard, man, because in the blink of an eye, we could be gone. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the main things that really shaped me. And obviously my dad is my best friend. You know what I'm saying? Without him, I'd be lost, you know? So I would give a lot of the credit to my dad for keeping me grounded, for keeping me, you know what I'm saying, uplifted in any situation. You know, my mom was there as well too, love her to death. But at the end of the day, my city has definitely molded me into who I am. The environment I was raised in definitely plays a big part. And at the end of the day, when everybody says I'm a product of my environment, I am a product of my environment. But I want everybody to understand, like, you can also be a success story too, regardless of where you're from or how messed up it is.
Yo, man, you're going hard, dog. You're going hard. What are we going to expect then towards the end of the year into next year?
Listen, towards the end of the year, I'm already back in the studio, bro. Yo. I didn't just drop the project, but I done got back in the studio already, man. I'm thirsty for it, you know. I guess usually sometimes people drop a project and they kind of lay off the gas pedal a little bit, you know, but not me. I'm already going for what I want to do next. I got an idea of who I want featured on the next project, or but I'm definitely, I got a couple singles I want to push going forward. So be expecting a big single that's going to be able to get played wherever, you know. So I'm working on that right now. And that's pretty much it. Just staying proactive, man, for sure.
How often are you patterning up in the studio then, man? Like making up records, man?
Well, I'm just getting back into it, but literally, like, for this project alone, I was in the studio damn near every day for 5-6 hours on end, like every other day.
Jeez.
So, and I just like going to the studio. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Listening to music, whether I'm recording or I'm in the vibe and listening to music, invite my people up in there. I just like the whole ambiance of the studio. You know, I've grown to love the studio, you know, away from home. So I'm always in the studio, whether it's somebody invite me to their session or I'm just in there just vibing out, for sure.
So what's your process, man, of making a record? How do you come down? Do you write music? Do you freestyle it?
I write. And I like writing because it's therapeutic for me. And then I want to take full advantage of the time that I have in the studio, you know. I'm not much of a off the top guy or anything like that, because I think, and no, like, not down to anybody that do freestyle. I think it's a real art to be able to freestyle off top of the head. That's real. You got to be a special type of guy. You know what I'm saying? But not even that, but writing your thoughts down and presenting it in a rhythmic way is also an art as well too. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like when I'm writing these words down and I get a chance to really look at what I'm saying and this, that, and the third, I think it's beautiful poetry at the end of the day. But I'm a writer. I'm not an off the top of the head type guy. I love to write.
No, I hear that. You know, I'm not sure what it's like in America, but you know, like out here in the UK, freestyle's a bit like you know, there's a bit of a fakeness to it. Because a lot of the rappers, you know, that actually, you know, freestyling off lyrics that are already written. You know, you see some of the, you see some of the artists out here. Like I said, I don't know what it's like in the States here, but some of the artists out here, that, you know, they'll turn up to a radio, do a live freestyle, and they got like the phones out and they're reading off it. Like, so like, what's the culture like? Are people actually genuinely doing freestyles like back in the old days? Would you say? Do you get a lot of that? You reckon now?
Yeah.
Still?
I would say they are still doing some real freestyling like back in the days. Like I said, man, you got some real talented people that can really just go off the head and just really make sense. Because sometimes that shit don't be making sense when you just rapping off the head. You might go from subject to subject just for it to rhyme or whatever the case may be. But you really got some real special guys out here who can really like recite shit off the head or recite things from their past that they, you know what I'm saying, can really put in a song. You know what I'm saying, or in a verse and stuff like that. So, yeah, they definitely got some real freestylers out here that's cold with it.
Yeah, in terms of like your music, then, like, what, you know, I think this project did definitely show, like I say, the different type of vibe. You know, would you say you would restrict yourself? Or are you open to experiment with different sounds?
I'm open to experiment with all type of sounds. I want to do some like dance hall type music. I would love to get a Spanish feature one day. But I'm open. I'm open to all types of. Obviously, you can hear my most comfortable music, which is just talking about the motivational type deal. You know what I'm saying? With the Better Late Than Never project, that's like my sound. You know, but I'm open to all different types of sounds as well too, but not too much out the way where it's like what the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I'm very open to trying new things for sure. I love the club bangers. I got a few of those, so that's one of my main things too. I like to start the club. You know what I'm saying? I like that type. I like the 808s knocking for sure.
Yeah. Do you remember the first time you heard a track played in a club of yours?
Yeah, I do. I actually was at a strip club and we paid the DJ a couple $2 to play the song. And it's crazy because people was bobbing their head like they heard the song before, but I promise nobody had ever heard the song before. But that to me was like the best thing ever, because I'm like, damn, if I can get 150 people in here to bob their head, I'm like, I just know for a fact I can't wait to 10,000 people doing it when I performing in front of, you know what I'm saying, at an arena or something like that. That just pushed me to go even further.
So, yo, man, have you heard your track out on the radio yet? Like out there in the States?
Yeah, I heard my track on the radio as well too. So all that is so new to me. Obviously, we listen to music in the car and we hear other artists playing on the radio, but when it's your actual song on the radio, you like, yo, this shit's different.
Yo, for real, man. What's it like then? What's your parents like, man, in what you're doing now?
Man, my parents are very supportive of everything I've ever done. You know, whether it was the football, obviously the sports. When I came into entertainment, they were all for it. You know, like I said, my dad and my mom, they're my number one fans. You know what I'm saying? And they like, whatever you with, I'm with. You know, right, wrong, or indifferent, we with you. You know, regardless. So I thank God for them. They're always sharing the music. They send it to different people. They making phone calls for me. They with it for sure. And I think that's a big factor when you chasing a dream of yours, to have the people around you supporting it. Just like once you make it, they make it. You know, I think that's huge.
Who would be your dream artist to work with, man?
Dream artist to work with. I definitely want to work with Rick Ross. I definitely want to work with Jay-Z. I would love to get. He ain't even got a rap. He can just do an intro, just talking, just to vouch for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I hear you.
You ain't got to rap no verse for me, and that's one thing for me. Like a lot of these guys that I really want to work with, I love their music, but for me, I just would like to they ain't gotta give me no verse. They can just talk on the beat. You know what I'm saying? I think that'd be dope enough for me.
Yo,
I can hold my own. That's for sure. But if they on it, then it's gonna be a plus.
Yo, man, I hear you, man. I hear you, man. What would you say your dreams are like 10 years down the line there, man? Where do you want to be?
10 years down the line, I would like to have a label myself. I would like to have a label and just putting some of the young guys on from my hometown. Like I said, we got a lot of talent back home. I would love to be in a position where I can front the bread or whatever the case may be, or let them give them a chance to make some money and change their family's life. You know, 10 years down the line for sure. I got a nonprofit now where I go and give out shoes to the middle schools, community centers and local communities. And I just give my background, my upbringing, and I go and purchase brand new shoes. So in 10 years, that could be huge. You know, that's one of the things I just want to do for life. I'm always about giving back. You know, I get a shirt off my back to whoever need it. You know what I'm saying? So I got my first son on the way. He's due next month.
Well, congratulations, man. Congratulations.
Appreciate you. So in 10 years, man, I want my family to be straight, and not alone just my family. I want to be able to bless multiple families. So that's my goal, man. It's just to get financially free and change lives for sure.
So since having like a child announced them, man, how's that changed your drive and your perception of life and your career?
Another motivation factor, because now it ain't that I got me to feed. You know, I've always been able to take care of my family and this, that, and the third, but now I got somebody that just came from me, looks like me, mimic everything I do. And like I said, I always revert back to my dad being my best friend, take those same teachings that he taught me and teach it to somebody that's coming up after me and make sure he great. You know, so it's another perspective that it puts you in. And I know it's going to be even more crazy when he finally gets here and I'm facing him. But it's just another motivation factor to keep going harder because you got somebody that's looking up to you.
Yo, for real, man. That's real talk. You know, man, tell me the name, Ay Quez, what's it stand for? Where did the name come about?
So my real name is Marquez, and everybody back home call me Quez. And usually in order to get like your attention, anybody's attention, you say, hey, such and hey, like, hey, Quez. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so it just came from just everybody trying to get my attention, like Quez. And then my dad used to always call me, hey, Quez, come here. You know what I'm saying? Come do this, come do that. Yeah, it just happened, bro. I'm like, hey, Quez. I ain't. It was too many loves in the game, too many youngs in the game. I ain't want to be like that. So I just want to be different.
Yo, man. Yo, different. Definitely the one, dog. Definitely the one. Yo, you know, man. Hey, it's been a pleasure, man. I'm looking forward to what's happening, man. Like, yo, I see you working. I see you hustling, dog. And no doubt, man. You know,
I appreciate it, bro.
Yo, for real, man. 100%, man. So I salute you for doing it, man. And you know, hopefully, you know, when we do a next UK interview, it's either out in the States or it's out here in the UK either way, man, in person. So, yo, man.
Let's make that happen. I'm down.
Barely talk to niggas, it ain't about no money. Told her if we fucking can't be seen in public. My doggy made delete them niggas say you lucky. They don't know I really been a hustler, I'm a money junkie. Granny used to gamble and my granddad used to rob. My resume ain't shit cause I could never keep a job. It's only right when I get up, I'm passing Brody and them the lob. Now I know these niggas feeling all this pressure I'm applying.